I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to come on. Hey. I'm sorry about Saturday. Crystal, you have no idea how awful I have felt. Ugh. Oh my God. Just... I'm gonna wait to see if a couple more people come on. So we'll give it to about the 5-minute mark. I'll let people know I'm live. To see it in writing is completely different than hearing it from me, you know? I should have a couple more people coming on. Hold on. Hello. Oh, you're at work. Ugh. Alright, I'll explain it. I think Rachel's coming on, so let me see if she pops on, and then I'll explain it. And then I'll explain it again for anybody else that wants to know. Needless to say, all within a span of 10 effing minutes, I don't even have anxiety. My stress level went from here to home. Alright, Rachel's here, so I'll talk about it, and then if somebody else wants to know, I'll just repeat it. Alright, so to start off, Selena started college today, as we all know. So the first thing that happened was there was this blue truck that was parked in a handicap spot. Didn't have a handicap placard in the window, and the license plate didn't display handicap license plate. So I went up to her and I asked her, I said, do you have, and I'm going to talk exactly how I talked to her. I said, do you happen to have a handicap placard, ma'am? Miss. I said, miss. And she goes, no, I'm just waiting for somebody. I go, you can't park here if you don't have a handicap placard. And she was like, I'm just waiting for somebody. They're going to be right out. I said, it is illegal to park here if you don't have a handicap placard. So please, you got two options, because she was getting belligerent. I said, you have two options. I said, you could either move, or I could call the cops. And she's like, seriously? Really? There's all these open handicap spots. They can have one of those. I go, that's not the point. It is illegal to park in a handicap parking spot if you don't have a handicap placard. And she was like really giving me grief, and I said, okay. And I got the phone out and I pretended to dial. And she's like, you know what? You're a fucking bitch. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I actually took video of her truck. She's like, seriously? So she drove around, and the person she was waiting for happened to come out just like 2-3 minutes after she moved. And she ended up was talking on speakerphone, and this is how I knew it was her, the person that she was waiting for. The lady goes, hey, where are you? And the woman goes, I'm driving around because some bitch was bitching at me because I was parked in the handicapped parking spot. I go, oh yeah, that bitch is me. And they looked at me like... So, that was stressful moment number 1. The worst thing that happened today, literally within minutes after this, my daughter and my cousin came out from their college, the door, and we had to walk to the college library. Well, there was a young woman with a seeing eye dog who, obviously the young woman was blind. She was very sweet, very kind, but we literally got within 15-20 feet of the dog. I seriously want to cry. My dog has never felt the fear that she felt today, other than when she heard fireworks for the first time. She stopped and backed up because this seeing eye dog was lunging at her. And I do mean lunging. He was trying to get away from his handler, lunging at her, barking, growling. The hackles, whatever you call them, on the back of his neck were standing up. So Ellie paused for a minute. She's like, oh, no, like, but it was for not even just a few seconds. And I go, it's okay, Ellie, come on, walk. And I said out loud, ignore, leave it, come on. And we walked out near the busy parking lot. So we had to endanger ourselves by walking out into the busy parking lot just to get past this dog. I was so shaken up. I have never, not even fake service dogs, other than the one little peon that was in the cart that Ellie totally ignored. I have a Walmart video for that one. But I feared for my Ellie. I feared for my daughter. I feared for my cousin. I feared for me and all the other students. Oh my God, it was horrible. So I called security today when I got home, just before I started this live. Oh, Ellie's great. Literally as soon as I said, it's okay, come on, leave it, ignore, she went right back into mode and was, yep, okay, whatever. Because she knows that I will protect her no matter what. So she knows when I say that in the calm voice that I have with her, she knows that she's going to be safe. My cousin, who has never seen her in action before as a service dog. Whenever my cousin comes around, she's usually off duty. So, she's playing and being a puppy, not a puppy, but a dog, and just having fun, So my cousin was like, Ellie is so calm. That dog was so aggressive. I go, Ellie is the perfect example of what a service dog should do. The mobility part that I have with Ellie is that she helps me walk upstairs or walk up hills. So my cousin got to witness that today, and Ellie did a superb job. She's listening to everything you tell her. It's amazing. I'm like, well, that's how a service dog is supposed to act. And all of us were very stressed with that dog because it took us about a minute to walk around this dog. And you know how much damage can happen in a minute? All right, honey, I'll talk to you later. But anyway, I talked to security. So they're going to be watching for the truck because they said, absolutely not. You have a placard or you don't park. They're very strict on their rules. And the guy that I spoke to happened to be extremely knowledgeable of the ADA law. And I said to him, service dogs are not supposed to be aggressive. He goes, I know. That should not have happened. He goes, I will be addressing it with her and her family. We cannot have that on our campus. And we both discussed that, I wouldn't have called security if it was at a store. I would have went to the store manager and been like, hey, that's a fake service dog. It needs to go. But because it was on campus, there's a lot of students. If another student happens to have a service dog, today was the first day of college, so we don't know which students have service dogs and which don't, So if there's another student that happens to have a service dog that happens to have to come across or cross paths with this young lady and her dog, every student around them, plus themselves and the dogs and the professor, are all in danger because of her dog's aggressiveness to other dogs. And I said, that is a very dangerous situation. And he totally agreed. He's like, that's unacceptable. And I will definitely be handling that. And we will be talking to her because I totally agree with you. It is for the safety of all the students. Oh. And I'm not an animal abuser. But if that dog had gotten loose, I would have drop kicked it. I would have kicked that dog. Because there's no way I'm going to let anything attack my service dog. And I am a dog lover. I'm an animal lover. I don't believe in animal abuse. I'm highly against animal abuse. But when it comes to protecting my dog, you bet your ass I'm going to protect her. It's just like protecting my daughter. If someone tried to attack my daughter, you bet your ass I'm going to protect her. My dog may be my service dog, but we call her, I'm her mommy, and my husband is her daddy, and my daughter is her sissy. That's how she knows us by. She doesn't know us by Julie or Daryl or Selena. Well, she does know Selena by Selena and Sissy. And she's she's unbelievably smart. So that was my stressful day. Well, it can definitely be seeing iDog, but I don't think it looked like a young dog, not like under 2. It looked like it was about 2 or 3 years old. Like fresh in the training or something, still being trained maybe. So, Rachel, you asked if Ellie's all right. She says, Mommy, you're talking about me? Pet my belly. I think she's all right. Oh. You know, I did not need that today. I did not. We have so much going on with my health. Oh, that's her foot. That this just was... I just can't. It was... I'm obviously still upset about it, because it was just shocking to me. We have a animal aggressive German Shepherd across the street, and he has never done that to Ellie. No dog other than that little yipper at Walmart, like I said, has ever done that to her, so that startled her, obviously. But that's how you can tell if they're a true service dog. You take a look at my girl. What an issue today. For those of you that are coming in late, the first few minutes Yay! That makes me happy. I've been thinking about you. We miss you. We miss you on our lives. For those of you that are on, please let me know if you want to rewatch this or if you want me to retell the story. I won't be live very much longer because I am nauseous as hell. I go in tomorrow for my abdominal ultrasound, and considering that my tumors were not showing up on a CT scan, they're most likely not going to show up on an ultrasound. So we're probably gonna I'm gonna talk to the oncologist and have him fight for a PET scan, get that done. And I'm also thinking that I'm gonna start talking to my husband and my oncologist plus my doctor, my regular doctor, about me possibly having an ostomy. Where I have to have a bag because my stomach is in... Imagine the females here, your period cramps. Imagine having that all day, every day, and being on 3 different pain meds, strong ass pain meds, and still getting it. It's okay. And on top of all of this, Ellie has another yeast infection in her right ear. Poor baby. Luckily, I keep Triotic on hand, which is a triple antibiotic for the ears. So I keep that on hand at all times. Guys, I really wish that I had thought to about this dog possibly being aggressive when it started barking as soon as he saw her. And we were literally 50 to 75 feet from him at that point. He saw her and started barking. But we had to go that way. Oh, guys, my stress level is through the roof right now. And of course, I had to rant on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook. Any of you that are following me here, that also following me on Facebook. Yes, right? Like, he was so good with all the people and all the commotion going around him, because you guys got to realize this was the first day of college. This was the first day today. And our college just upgraded to a SUNY. So it was massively busy. I mean, kids, adults, students, everywhere. So he was very good with people. But very reactive. Yeah, when we're done. Absolutely. If I'm feeling well. So, like I said, this definitely was not a clickbait. I just wish I thought to film just in case. The good thing is, they're gonna go back on the cameras to spot another situation that I had mentioned to them, which happened. It was a person I don't know, honey. I know. I'll talk to you about that privately. But a student is actually using... Anyway, it happens to do with a handicap, the handicap situation, parking situation. So that was all literally right in the same vicinity. So hopefully when they see the blue truck that I was mentioning to them, that they'll also see this dog becoming aggressive as well. I don't know. They're going to review it. I told them it all happened between 12:30 and 12:40. So he's going to be on top of it. It's fine as long as there's no... I mean, it's not fine to have an aggressive service dog. But not necessarily. It could still be in the learning phases and just hasn't been taught to not be aggressive. Like, be animal aggressive. But the security guard and I both thought, well, maybe he was trying to protect her. But even still, I told him, even still, he goes, no, I know, even still, he's not supposed to be reactive like that. I go, exactly. He's not supposed to act like that, no matter what. Stressful day. Stressful day. So who's still on? Michaela and Rachel. Well, it's always good to make sure you socialize as well. I mean, just don't let him play with the other dogs, but teach him to ignore the other dogs. And if he growls or barks at them, correct it immediately. This young lady, I felt bad for her because she could not control him. She was having all she could do to control him. So, that's okay. I'm getting ready to get off. So, I just wanted to let everybody know what happened today and how freaking stressed I am. And I can't be stressed. I am not supposed to be stressed. Because, unfortunately, that's another way that my cancer will progress, is if I'm stressed. It feeds off of it. Between my weight and estrogen and stress, if it did spread, it'd be no wonder it spread. We're hoping. We're still, I don't know. We're hoping that it's not progressing, but preparing for the reality that it most might definitely be progressing. And I also, like I said, want to talk to my doctors because my stomach hurts, and walking around the house, it just, keeling over in pain just is not okay with me anymore. And if we can't get the pain under control and the constipation and stuff under control, which I've been trying, but it hasn't been happening, I'm gonna have no other option than to have an I don't know what it's called, but I end up with a bag and my poop goes in the bag. Sorry, TMI, I know. But I just wanted to let you guys know. So, Rachel, you go get some sleep, and we have to keep in contact. Michaela, we're going to hang up, and I'm going to get on my iPad and talk to you. Alright? Thanks, guys, for watching. For the newbies that happen to click on, I think it went up to like 7 viewers at one point. So, if they happen to rewatch this because they don't want to watch didn't want to sit through me rambling and stuff, and just wanted to hear the story about Ellie almost being attacked. Anyway, for those of you that are watching this that aren't subscribed to my channel, please hit subscribe and click the bell so you get any notifications. I usually do live videos, and usually at night, and if you ask one of my moderators that's on today, we usually have a kind of cool, fun time. Just talking laundry, you know, getting to know everybody and just talking, telling our life story, or, you know, stuff like that. And sometimes I also do regular videos as well. I am going to be doing some DIY videos coming up, plus updates on my cancer progression or non-progression. Let's keep our fingers crossed and pray to God, and whatever you pray to or think about, just keep me in your thoughts and hope that it's not progressing, because I'm already in the late stages, starting the beginning of the late stages, and my cancer is chemo resistant, so there hasn't been a chemo that they've tried to kill this type of cancer. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and peace. I'll talk to you later. And I love you all.